Right then, first maiden voyage to the MOT station to see if she passes or fails. Let's go. Let's go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately we have a fail. Hello ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're well. Oh, this car stinks. So, I don't like to feature this car. Let me just try and make this a bit better so you can see me a little bit better. How can I do that? You might be, you're on the drink a bit, on the piss a bit. Hold on, let me just. Oh, that's a little bit better. A bit better. Right, so I don't like to I have. Get your words out, Stokesy. So, I've abandoned the Porsche. Because everything that I did went wrong with this car. Everything I was trying to do just wasn't doing. I got really far with it and then there was something else, and I did that and then there's something else, and I did that and then there was something else, and I was just like, you know what, I'm going to park you here, ram you into my bush, which I've ruined my nice bush, and I just threw the keys in the house and that was it. That was the end of it. Done. So yeah, that's where I am with the Porsche. Right then, before we go any further, I have been given this by somebody, and Soddy. It's a 3000A S7 jump starter auto starter fee. Yeah. So basically, you put it on your battery and you put the wires to it. They spark and you start your car. So this hasn't got a battery on this car, so we're going to use this from Soddy and see if we can. Keep the start. Well, it says there 10 litre gas or 8.0 litre diesel. So it starts lorries, SUVs, cars and boats. So we're gonna, you normally use a battery, but I don't have a battery, so I've just broke the camera, but we're going to see the abandoned Porsche. So as you can see, abandoned. And also this side, it's flat and even more, bit of rubbish there, even more so, even flatter. So this Porsche is terrible because all the tyres keep going flat, so I need to buy 4 new tyres, which is more money, more bloody money. There's my bush. I have destroyed my bush. So the first plan of action is to pump all the tyres up so we can drive it from this spot. It's been sat for God knows how many weeks. Well, whilst that's pumping up the tyres, we'll have a look at this. Now this isn't a sponsor, I've actually bought this. And we're going to do this. So there you go. I don't know if it's going to be too big for the car. I didn't actually measure it. Oh, that comes off. I don't want that on there. Why would they put that on there? Tough Tools half price. What would they put that on there for? Does that come off? I'm not advertising their pissing company. That comes off. come on. Why would they do that? Tough Tools half price. Right then, I've kind of made it a bit bigger. Here, I got these bracketry. I'm assuming it goes like that, I don't know. I don't really read instructions, but I think it's best that I do. Because that don't look right, does it? No. Right then, so I can't do much now because I haven't got the actual main roof bar that this sits on, and then these bolt to, so I've got to buy that now, which is going to cost me God knows how much. But we'll buy that, and then we'll get back to it here, and hopefully by then the lights would have come. Now, I bought a few of these over the years, and I've had quite a lot of them given to me by a lot of people off from their YouTube channel to kind of sponsor, not sponsor, but you know, showcase their product. We've already seen this on the video so far. Now I'm going to attempt to start this car with it. Now I haven't tried this yet, and I don't know if it works. I have had these before, these jump starters, and they've never worked. Going by the name there, I'm not holding much hope. Auto start the health. We'll have a go. It looks like it's from Alfred's. Fingers crossed it will kick into life. So basically you got that connector here. Can you even see? This little blue connector goes into this little blue slot here. And then you basically just plug and go, really. Right then. So there's a little switch here, you press that switch there and apparently it all comes into play. You ready? Ooh. 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 Well, ladies and gents, I am pleasantly surprised with this old thing, this thing here. So again, yeah, thank you to IMSTOKZE. This is going to help me enormously. Well then, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't been over this bit for a while because I haven't had time to do anything, and it's a right flipping mess. What's it doing on the floor? My garden is more like a junkyard than an actual garden. So this part of the video, I'm going to show you what I bought so far for the Porsche build. Taking some time because I've had to kind of collect a few things. Now I bought original Porsche things, but I've opened most of the things. So I'll show you in sequence. Don't fall. Right, so first of all, you might have seen a lot of this on my stories, but not really on the video. So we're gone with the original header spotlights because of course, building this Porsche, I want it to look good, and the only way you're going to make it look good is if you buy the right stuff. So these are for the top, that's going to go on the top of the roof rack. I'm pretty sure you understand. They are brand new, my very first brand new Hella lights that I've ever bought in my whole life, which cost more than I like to mention. Those ones, put them to the side. Are you still with me? Because I know I'm running out of battery. Oh, don't you dare fall. These ones also, which I've just dropped the box, also are new. The reason why I'm saying new, not to kind of show pony, but you'll understand in a second. These are, so hopefully the plan is, depending on how it looks, how it will look I should say. So the top of the, if you can imagine the top of the roof where the cage is going to go, they're going to go on the outside and they're going to go on the inside. So 2 of these on the inside, 2 on the outside. Now most people have 4 big round ones at the top, but I want to see what these look like. I want to be a little bit different, do you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being different. Those are those ones. Comes with wiring kit, relay and all that good stuff, and a decent amount of wire. Now previously I said they didn't call it no wiring, but in this box it had all the wiring, so yeah. And lastly but not least, this is why I mentioned they're all being, everything being new. These ones, for example, are not new, only because these ones are bloody expensive brand new. Well, I managed to find a Porsche dealers, well, Porsche breakers place, and these were actually off a Porsche rally, not a Porsche rally, but like a Porsche that did rally stages, and these lights are off it, which is bloody good because it's going back on a Porsche. So full circle, not quite the Porsche, but still a Porsche nevertheless. Obviously I've got 2 of these, but I'll just show you one. Oh, me dropped it. These are the bad boys. Now I want your opinion. Should I keep these original, stained, discoloured and kind of battered, or should I buy new lenses to match these new ones? What do you think? Because these are shiny and new, and this is old and used. So what do you reckon I should do? Now I wanted the 3000s because the 3000s kind of, it's the crown on the cake. No, not the crown on the cake, the crown on the car, these big headlights on the front, because this is what it's all about. They are in fantastic condition. If I can get the covers off, I don't want to break anything, because I do break stuff because I'm an idiot. They are in fantastic condition. A little bit hazy, but again it adds to the character, and these have been used. I mean, you can undo this so this lens comes out, like I will give that a bit of a polish, but the sticker's upside down. I don't know why. Maybe they were like that, but I doubt it. But yeah, these are the icing on the top of the cake. So although this Porsche is taking a long time, it's also costing a hell of a lot of money. It's now exceeded the cost of what the Mercedes did, and I'm still not finished with the Porsche, so it's costing a lot of money. I lost interest in it because of the views, and I know it's not always about the views, but the views plummeted, and I thought there's no point. But at the end of the day, I have a dream, I have a passion, and regardless of what other people think, I'm still going to continue. So these are the lights. Now what we're going to do now, before I run out of memory, it is just to quickly tell you, it's Saturday today. I've got to get this video done and edited tonight for tomorrow. So no pressure, Stokesy, no pressure much. Right then, first maiden voyage to the MOT station. See if she passes or fails. Let's go. Right, here we are. So let's wait a few minutes. Right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately we have a fail. I'm sad. I didn't record anything, I just came straight home. I am sad, but it only failed on one fail and one advisory. The fail was cannot check the braking system. Basically what's happened is the front wheels are binding, so the plan of action now is to go and get changed and try and unbind the wheels, unlock the wheels. I think it might be piston or the rails or runners or sliders or whatever you want to call it. Right then, so as you've all seen, it failed its MOT on brakes. They're binding. So I get my fantastic tool from, I have to keep giving these a bit of a shout out because it's only right, IMSTOKZE. Where's the, oh, don't get on wide up, Stu, you want to set yourself on fire again. So the near side front is binding and the offside front is binding, but not as much as the near side. So the plan of action today is get a plaster and take the wheel off, jack her up and see if we can kind of loosen off the brake caliper. Right then, so we're starting to take the wheel off because the brake's binding and it won't, the wheel won't rotate. So there you go, take all these nuts. Oh, do you know what, I can't do it with one hand. So you're gonna have to jump from this to this. Right then, so as you can tell, I've already been underneath here. One thing I didn't really do is undo this brake here. It's binding a lot. So the plan of action is to try and release it off. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is not my first time of releasing brakes off cars that's been sat since the dawn of the dinosaurs, but the Mercedes was a little bit easier and the Mercedes was locked on, but with a bit of a persuasion it worked. So we're going to do the same to this, a little bit of persuasion, and then it's got braided hoses, look. I think it's got braided, yeah, it's got braided hoses, look. Braided hoses, decent upgrade. Right, let's so they do have spaces, but not spaces in the sense where you can take them on and off. Right, let's carry on with this somehow, and I'll start cleaning and banging and whacking and all that good stuff. Well, I gave it a bit of a knock. I give it a bit of a tip and a tap and a bang and a wang. I mean, that's freewheeling. Problem is when I hit the brakes, it locks straight back up. Yeah. Right, fan daddy-tastic. So that there would suggest a stuck piston. Right then, so I've took the cap off the reservoir. I'm pumping the brake so the piston comes out, and then I'm forcing the piston back in with the screwdriver, and I've been doing that back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it kind of goes in a bit better now. Right then, put these back in now, but I must remember to put this in. How does it go in? I'm assuming, because those are kind of springy there, that they go on the bottom. I'm assuming. Like that. That's what I'm assuming they go. And then the one on the bottom gets pushed in and loaded on. I'm assuming that's how it goes. Yep, I'm gonna go with that. That looks good to me. Right then, I've gave all these a good wire bashing, and they've come up all right, to be fair. I haven't gone to town on them, but I've given them a good rub down, and as you can tell, they look better, less rusty. I can move the disc with my hand, which is good, which is brilliant in all honesty. Right, time to put the wheel back on. Give it a good dose of brake cleaner in case I've got anything anywhere. Well, there you go, ladies and gents. She spins freely, before she wouldn't. Lovely. Getting the tyres done, ladies and gents. Okay.
Which is quite a big difference, you know.
How is it?
Yeah.
Will it lift it a little bit?
Shaz, 21575.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we have a pass. Same day, took it down, got it done, took it down and got a pass. So yeah, passed, and the only advisory is exhaust has a minor leak of gas emissions. Exhaust has a minor leak of it, or whatever it bloody says that there. There we go, ladies and gents, it's a pass. We have finally saved another car, got it back on the road. I'm so happy. Took a bit of doing, been a good few weeks to turn this car around, but we finally have got it back on the road.